Hello, welcome to the hangar, here with another art rant from the Autistic Baron. Now, I've been playing a lot of Hollowknight recently. One of my friends are obsessed with it, and of course I got obsessed with it. And I recently got to one of my favorite characters in the entire game, and probably one of my favorite characters in all of gaming. Grimm, the Nightmare King. Or I guess just the Nightmare King. Grimm from Hollowknight, and his boss fight. Now, a huge thing with me in gaming is I like hard games that are very creative. Like Cuphead. Cuphead's one of my favorite games of all time. I played that game a million times. I know the bosses in and out. And of all the bosses in Hollowknight, Grimm stands out the most. His repeating yet difficult and rewarding patterns just throw away the rest of the game and its difficulty. I know people say Hollowknight is like a Souls-like, but genuinely, in my opinion, I think that Hollowknight is pretty easy. But Grimm throws all of that away. He's able to react to dashes, track you, he has heal catches, and the fight speeds up throughout. Not to mention, Nightmare King has double damage. I spent like 2 hours on him. Granted, it was like midnight, but I was having a lot of fun. And I'm sure I'm not the only Hollowknight fan who'd agree with me. It's been forever since I've liked the character this much. I myself am an artist. I create all sorts of things on the channel. You should go check them out. And I decided, might as well make something for Grimm. He's fast, he's tough, and he's genuinely an amazing time. Without further ado though, let's get into it. With my Grimm art, I want to make something truly unique to all the other Grimm arts out there. If you look up Grimm or Nightmare King and all the fan art around it, then you will see a lot of cool poses and interesting scenarios. But none of them really have Grimm in action. None of them have Grimm expressing the power and grandeur that is just emanating from him. It's to the point where it's hard to believe that he's not a vessel with the way he acts, the way he moves, the way he interacts. What was your first theory? You could tell me your first theory. But my first ever theory was having to do with Grimm not being an adult moth, rather a grouping of siblings. Grimm is a vessel, and as tethered apart from the dreamscape, or just tethered a part of the dreamscape, to use nomadically and travel from kingdom to kingdom and serve a different form of light, or collect the light from dead kingdoms. Light conflicts in the Hollowknight series all the time, between the worms and the moths, so it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to say Grimm's species searches for its own type of light, away from the radiance. Hence the separation of the dream, a voluntary damnation. Grimm, despite his leadership theme, I think is youthful, and serves as a sacrifice to the Dark Heart, being a vessel for the Scarlet Flame. The Grimm child is a part of Grimm, and so are many other children. This flame is activated in the heart, hence why the beating gets more aggressive and releases later and in the end of the nightmare fight. In short, I think Grimm is a vessel of children required to sacrifice to the heart, birthing a new light into the dream realm. Keep in mind though, this theory has nothing to do with the Nightmare Lantern. But plagued with my own thoughts and theories, even if it's not correct, I decided to make Grimm while he's transforming from child to vessel. You probably saw it in the thumbnail, and I wanted to give the drawing process of it. Right before we jump in, make sure to like and subscribe, and tell me if you want to see more of these types of videos talking about lore and interesting designs for different games. I especially love Hollowknight and plan to do more Hollowknight lore. Let's get right into it.